we're going to talk about motivating students, so what to deal with lack of motivation. The first, most important thing is don't let them get stuck. That's the thing that bums students out. And now, mind you, kids will not practice the right way if you're not monitoring that, and then they'll be stuck, and they'll blame you and rocket math and facts rather than the fact that they weren't practicing the right way. So you've got to insist on them practicing the right way, and then they'll learn, and then they won't be stuck. Motivation is most powerful the quicker it is. So instant motivation is worth its weight in gold. So like one of the things that I like is, okay, if you pass, turn your paper up, and then all of you that passed, stand up and take a bow, and let's applaud them, you know. You don't even know if they got it right yet. You haven't checked their paper, but that instant recognition is like a real big lift. Like, wow, this is, you know, I get to take a bow. People applaud because I passed. This is a big deal. And that's what you want them to do. Another thing Zig Ziglar taught me was motivation of kids is about what you think is important. If they think you think it's important, then they're going to be motivated. If you don't think it's important, they won't be. And so by going to the trouble of doing this recognition stuff, you're telling them this is important. This is a big deal. And it really is, because it's going to change their life. They learn these math facts. Things are going to be different for them in the future. So instant recognition. Recognize improvements. So students who are going up, even if they haven't passed yet, but they're getting faster, you can recognize those. Definitely recognize improvements in the 2-minute timings. Recognize increased writing goals, and we have a special certificate for that. Most importantly, talk and act like this is important. And schools that get this, you know, have all kinds of things going on. There was one school that had if you passed a set, you got to stand on your chair and take a bow. If you passed an operation, you got to stand on the teacher's desk and take a bow. And if you passed, the students who passed all 4 operations got to go stand on the roof with the principal and take a bow in front of everybody. So, you know, it was a big deal to get through those. So finding ways to recognize students. Have award ceremonies. Everybody has award certificates in there. Have the principal come in once a week, and everybody who passed a letter that week gets a certificate just from the principal. So the principal hands it to them, shakes their hand. They stand next to them, and they do that, and then they shake the hands of everybody else who's there. So it's a little award ceremony, and they get a certificate to take home. And that now makes this a really big deal to pass a level during the week. You can use the wall charts. This is something we created. It's a 2-foot by 3-foot poster with 725 little squares. And students get, you get 4 pages of these little tiny stickers. And each time a student passes a level, you hand the folder back to them and you give them a sticker, and they get to go up and stick it on the chart. And the chart fills in from the bottom as you go up. And so there's little arrows that come with it, and you set an arrow to like 3 weeks of things and say, if we can fill this up before a month from now, we're going to have a popcorn party to celebrate. This is the thermometer chart in a different form. And so every time somebody passes, it's one for the team. And so we're filling this up, we're working on it. And if you set this lower than what they can do, they'll pass it. And then you can be impressed and amazed and give them a celebration for the great work they're doing. The principal can come in and see how that chart is filling up, praise them for doing it. Schools that do this, they have a special celebration when they fill the rocket chart, you know, all the way to the top. And they post it in the hall and, you know, say which class this is and so on. So it's a way of doing that. There's award certificates included in there. Here's a couple of them. Wow, you moved up the rocket chart. Your progress on rocket math is out of this world. So they're color. So if you have a color printer, you can get them out in color to do that.